Here we go. Electric Lefty.
It sure is good to see someone living.
Hey! Arathorn Dubellum? Did I say that right? Nice. How's it going? French name? Ah, okay. Let's see, what are we able to find here? Very fine. Yeah, I'm alright. Doing okay. Hey, Zoom. This is day 2 of the Offhand Only Elemental playthrough. Zoom, did you drunk gift subs? is that what happened? Oh, that's fucking funny. No, I mean, okay, to be clear, you gifted subs. You even talked about it when you gifted them. That was like, what, that was probably Friday? Friday? I think it was Friday. For like Friday Night Overwatch, I'm pretty sure. You just say I was drinking, you were drinking, but yeah, you gifted subs, and then you said something about it as well. You seemed somewhat coherent at the time. But what did you say? I think you had like, when you were talking, you said you had like 6 shots of whiskey and like a couple of beers or something. That's fucking funny, dude. Yeah, like the only one that's plausible. No, you can go back and see the VOD. The VODs contain chat now, so you can replay the chat. But it's funny that you don't remember it. That's pretty great. I mean, hopefully it's great, as in like, hopefully it's not bad for your bank account or something. I think I could potentially refund stuff, maybe? I've never tried to do that before. Drinking is not good. Dealing with riddles is better, unless you've already done them. Unless you've already done the booze? I think drinking is good. I do drunk Overwatch streams every Friday. I live for those Friday drinking streams. It's all about the multiple pitchers of margarita and shooting shit. Figure out why you were drinking? I don't know. For me, it would be because it was Friday. Last night you got drunk because you finished lunch. That is a weird reason to get drunk, but I would argue that you don't need much of a reason other than existence. I think existence is probably good enough. Yeah, I need to find like a good Ellie focus at some point. Only drink heavily for special occasions? Yeah, so do I. It's called drinking.
Namaste.
Namaste. Sandy Moose Jansen has assembled a potpourri of homemade bombs. He aims to blow up zombies to give some respite to the remaining survivors, but the explosives still need to be tested before they're used.
My passion for this life is my greatest weakness. Out there on the road, I found serene understanding of just what there is, which is more than I could ever want. And life is too sacred to miss even one single sunrise from nursing a black eye. That said, indifference is the greatest crime. I never turn my back on decent folks in trouble. And if I learned anything in Baton Rouge, aside from damn good bourbon chicken, it was that, oh man, do I hate zombies. Yeah, I tell you, there's a real enlightenment to be found on the open road, with no witness but the cinemascope sky. Solitude's the only real test of character. To be out there on your own is to see deep inside yourself. But soul-searching means nothing to those who don't have one. And solitude is no fortress against the walking dead. No. We need to stick together. This is a test of character forged in fire. I've been tinkering with these instruments of death, and I think they'll do the trick. Still need a test run, though. Preferably somewhere we don't knock over any picket fences.
First time I drank rum, took it by the bottle. Now I still don't understand why it's so expensive for a quarter of a glass. Yeah. I mean, you have to make a profit. I think, well, in bars, right? In bars, you're paying for, like, the atmosphere, the company, so you're not drinking alone or some shit. Like to make your booze stretch at least 2 weeks, at least where people don't say the lesser return. I feel like if the liquor store people don't know you, you're doing it wrong. Should be like, hey Bob, the usual. But maybe that's just me. I gotta get really used to this over-the-shoulder left thing.
Inventory updated. Temporary abilities acquired.
Goodbye.
My mic is buzzing when I speak? Really? Not that loud. It shouldn't be picking up anything. Thought it was my phone. This happened the other day. I don't remember what I did to fix it. Maybe that's what I did last time. Is it still buzzing? How about now? I think the USB cord was just loose. I might have got kicked or something. You can still hear it, but it's not as loud. What? God damn it, I thought you said I fixed it. What? How did I miss one guy? Couple more. Like the bombs. So now we do
Temporary abilities acquired.
Molotovs. Oh, we'll grab this one too. Side missions done. Ourselves a belt. Well, that just straight up missed. That's annoying. It's just easier than trying to aim from far away. Poor napalm. Top. Let's see where the top of Main Street. Oh wow. Attach the IED to a scooter. Oh, that's weird. I wasn't close enough to piss him off. Yeah, I'll do that after the sewers, I guess. So there's still like a humming to it, or what?
Temporary abilities acquired.
Dude, not yeah, but it's fine. It shouldn't be humming. I mean, it's possible it's my PC fan, but I don't think it was last time. The fuck is this cord tangled in? I'm concerned it could be like my work phone. It's like a USB phone. It's kind of like near the microphone. Might be some interference. Wow, this is dark as shit. Place 2 landmines. Okay. Remotely arm the IED. Placing lots of mines. How did that other one work? Haha. Oh shit, there's still more coming. Is it over now? Is it done? A convincing demonstration. We approve of diversified means. The dragon cannot promise you strength in numbers. Fate decides how many we are. As you have shown, numbers mean nothing in the face of preparedness. Your data allows us to analyze our enemies' strengths and weaknesses. This will make us prepared. For now, we are excited by the early results of long-range fire tactics. The greatest gift is an enemy who runs towards you only to lay down and kiss your feet. Okay. What can I do with that AP? I say, I know I want to go for overload for an elite. Mjolnir would be handy for single target. Let's go ahead and just get Mjolnir, I guess. Character level 12. That person's level 50. I'm surprised it didn't put Mjolnir on my bar automatically. Oh, because you must have one basic ability, so it won't. That's right, I forgot about that. So I can't actually have a full bar of abilities. Oh, that's fine. I don't think I need either one of those things, honestly. But I guess I'll take off this one and put on Mjolnir there. That's fine. Dust to dust. Henry Hawthorne alludes cryptically to a part of Kings of the Past rising to haunt them yet again. Someone is thinking where they shouldn't and had to be stopped. Jimmy, having an argument, debate with someone and was wanting your input on the subject. Shoot, go ahead. Is it okay to skip early seasons of a TV show and or start on later seasons, skip episodes? I think it depends on the show. I'm gonna say it depends on the show. Talking to someone that I just started episode 1 of It's Always Sunny. They just told me to skip to season 2. You tell them to fuck right off. Now I will say, It's Always Sunny is a show that I think you legitimately could come in to any episode of any season and just like find it on TV and find it funny. Like, certain episodes you might get you get more out of if you've seen the earlier seasons or something, but It's Always Sunny would be one of my examples where, like, if you just happen to catch it on TV, like season fucking 9 or something in the middle of the season, you could just start watching it and like just never stop, and you'd eventually want to go back and watch the rest, but it's not something where you would find it thoroughly entertaining. Yeah, I guess you could say that about most Star Treks, that they're just like made in that fashion. I mean, again, I think much like Star Trek, there is stuff that you would miss. There's stuff that you would miss, like layers, right? There's layers you would miss. You can perfectly enjoy an episode, but it doesn't mean you won't get more out of it if you hadn't seen earlier ones first. You know what I mean? Like, you know, in It's Always Sunny, for example, like, you might, like, you could start way late, and the fucking shit is hilarious, but, like, you won't necessarily you won't even know what you're missing, really. It'd still be funny. You won't know that, like, there's some thing that's a reference to, like, fucking 5 seasons ago. Like, and it won't prevent you from enjoying it, but you do get more out of it. But skip to season 2. That's saying that like season 1 isn't amazing. Season 1 is amazing. Of It's Always Sunny. Now season 2 is when Danny DeVito came on. But the style of the show, the writing and all that shit, it's amazing from the jump.
Kingsmouth is not a town without its blight, its fallow seasons. In times past, these lands have borne bad fruit. The demons are plucking forgotten apples that should have been left to rot on the boughs of Kingsmouth's tree, planted in unsanctified soil. By apples, I mean bodies. The tree represents, graves, and the unsanctified soil means, well, unsanctified soil. Unmarked graves. Mass graves. They operated with rationale, our illuminated ancestors. I'm sure of it. I mean, who am I to question these men of action? Those men of God. Even if they did stumble in their faith, well, that can happen to all of us. We forget to say grace. We lie. We cheat. We fornicate. We do worse. We have more immediate concerns than being ministers of past sins. What they're digging up is something that should remain buried, hidden from inquisitive eyes and wagging tongues. Ashes to ashes, dust to dust.
First season was also low budget. Go ahead and skip it if anything. You're not missing anything of most importance. I would punch that guy in the face. I would punch that guy in the face. Have you? I mean, you've already started watching it, right? Like, have you finished watching episode 1 of It's Always Sunny? I watched the first episode, but the quality on Hulu was so bad I can't keep watching it. Oh, that sucks. Why is the quality on Hulu so bad? Because it's Hulu? I feel like, I don't know, isn't that normally like internet related or something? Can't you set your streaming rate or something? Severed hand. A decaying human hand lies in a box near the Mr. Freezy van. Wearing a wedding ring. The Mr. Freezy van. The inscription on the ring reads, Eric and Mindy, bound by love, 1874. It may as well be named It's Always Sunny in Minecraft. I went to the internet and it doesn't have quality options. That's fucking garbage, dude. So they limit the quality of web to be full quality on locked apps. That's awful, dude. That's just awful. So like I actually, hey, level 11. Mr. Freezy. Hulu's only streaming service with these to pay a monthly fee and still get ads. Yeah, that's garbage. So I actually started watching this guy on YouTube called Brandon Likes Movies, because he started hey Zen, he started watching It's Always Sunny. Like he does like reaction videos, right? And so like he watches the episodes. And it's been a great way for me to re-experience the show that I love through someone else seeing it for the first time. It's so funny watching him watch the show. And like it's YouTube, and you know he can only show so much, so they're like 15 minutes, so some of it's cut, and a lot of times it's like blurred, so it doesn't show everything. But it's been so fucking great to watch someone else, like, you know, start the show at season 1. He's in like season 4 now, and like just to see, you know, them like get to love the show and see everything progress like through someone else's eyes. The first episode didn't grab you? That's a shame, man. The first episode's dynamite. I don't know what to tell you then. That first episode is legit as hell. The gang gets racist didn't fucking grab you? I'm not saying it does. They don't like continue to push, and you know, I'm not saying the first episode is the best episode of It's Always Sunny, but you know, there's not really any bad ones either. If this was the right call, this would have been a lot harder with just chain lightning. Oh, speaking of which. Something happening with Rick and Morty. I watched the first episode to give it a try, and it's just not for me. You don't like Rick and Morty either? I don't know if I can help you. The only thing that I've heard, like my brother has said about It's Always Sunny. It's Always Sunny is not obnoxious stoner humor. I wouldn't even call Rick and Morty that. Although I can see that, I guess, I can see where you might think that initially from maybe the first episode of Rick and Morty. But stoners aren't that smart. Stoners just aren't that smart. If you think Rick and Morty is poop fart dick jokes, you really missed the point. I haven't watched the first episode in a while, so like, maybe you have to watch the other ones to get it. I mean, it is a show that can, has a continuing thread. But Rick and Morty's honestly kind of fucked up. Like, if anything, that's just if anything, that's like a like that might be like a mask. So maybe it's more prevalent in the first episode of Rick and Morty. I don't really remember. But like Rick and Morty is kind of like, whenever I think about the season finales, they're always just like really fucked up, and when you actually think of them, like kind of a downer. Pretty lame when it comes to TV humor. That's what I mean though, like Rick and Morty, I mean, it is humorous, don't get me wrong, but like the topics that it ends up covering and stuff, it's like humor as like a masking the pain kind of thing, honestly. It's pretty jacked up. But that's the thing, Rick and Morty's not just comedy. Like I said, it's more cerebral. But, I mean, I don't know. Roseanne, Ground for Life, The Rock and Sun, and Wings. Yeah, those are like there's no fucking cerebralness in those, though. I mean, the one that might have the most cerebral stuff is The Rock from the Sun, but, I don't quite get the fan base of that show with Salty Mickey D from Sim Sauce. Dude, that was fucking hilarious shit. Okay? On multiple levels, that was hilarious. Pickle Rick is goddamn amazing. That episode should be like fucking animated Hall of Fame. Pickle Rick is awesome. Yeah, Rick always Rick's always burping because he's always drinking. But he's always drinking to drink the pain away. Like I said, it's maybe it's not something you get from like the first episode. But if you continue to watch the show, you realize that it's got layers and it's kind of fucked up. I'm not saying you have to. It's not your cup of tea, like whatever. But I'm just saying it's different than what you think it is, I guess, is what I'm trying to say. Well, this show's kind of dark, even in Southern World, like Adventure Time, being pushed over in that world. They can be. See, here's the thing, Zoom. Like, I'm perfectly okay with like not liking Rick and Morty, but when you call it Dane Cook comedy, like, then I start to get offended. Like, that just makes me like pissed off. Because there's nothing remotely Dane Cook about fucking Rick and Morty. Why is that guy attacking from the ground while he's dead? What the fuck was that about? See the memes online. Darkness is converged. The one that came from the sea is eager to meet those that breed in the soil. They attract each other. Kingsmouth is rich with occult energy. The witches, the miners, the cultists, all were haunted and all met violent ends. Draw can sense these historical wounds. They peel back the skin and expand their forces. We cannot change Kingsmouth's past, but we must strive to learn from it to keep the drog away. Anyways, like, I would never be like, oh, you have to like Rick and Morty, but like, I feel like if you think Rick and Morty is stoner humor, you've seriously misjudged the show. Because I can tell you for a fact that it's not. I'm not into stoner humor, and that's not what it's about. And the burping thing took me a little while to get accustomed to. I'll be honest. Now, as far as It's Always Sunny, the person that told you that season 1 was ultra low budget doesn't actually know what they're talking about. I think they got confused with the fact that like their pilot was fucking made for something really stupid, like $5 or something. Their It's Always Sunny pilot was made for like literally next to nothing and got them a show. That's how good it was. The first season, the second season, I think the actual film quality, like, there's nothing really different there. But also the idea that you would miss stuff, nothing's important in season 1 is blatantly untrue from anyone that actually is a fan of It's Always Sunny. To get back to the Always Sunny part. So season 1 has 7 episodes. Multiple of which are related to in other seasons. It introduces many supporting characters that recur throughout the show. Including a main thread about one of the main characters in the season finale. Like, that's just an absurd notion that you don't miss anything by missing season 1 of the show. It's the foundation of the show. That said, I do feel like It's Always Sunny is written in such a way, at least in my opinion, that if you find It's Always Sunny funny, you'll find any episode funny, like, standalone. It's just that you would get more out of it. Now, my brother has an interesting take on It's Always Sunny. It's not that he doesn't find it funny, because he does. He finds it to be so over the top, he can't watch too many of them in a row, which I just find ridiculous. Like, I could watch It's Always Sunny nonstop for hours and have. But he'll just be like, it's too much. It's too much. He's like, it's too much. Like, when I first discovered It's Always Sunny, and this is fucking decades ago, because what is It's Always Sunny on right now? Hold on. It's on some crazy number of seasons. They just finished season 14. No, I'm needing the number of seasons. They just, yeah, it's on FX, but it started in 2005. Yeah, dude, they finished 14 fucking seasons. No, don't pass. They're so good. They're so good. They're all so good. But it's not like a slog of a show. It's not like I'm like watching Blacklist, right? I'm trying to catch up cuz I used to watch Blacklist forever ago because of oh god, what's the hell's his name? He plays Raymond Reddington. Why can't I think of his name? He's also in The Office for a little while. James Spader. I was like, I miss watching James Spader. And I was like, you know what? Somehow I ran out of time or whatever, and I stopped watching The Blacklist a long time ago. So I started catching up on Netflix on The Blacklist. And that's a show that, like, you're always, like, slogging through storyline after storyline, right? Like, just, like, next thing, next thing, next thing. It's Always Sunny is not like that. It's Always Sunny is just something funny to watch. Like, I don't know. I never felt like I had to get from, like, you put it in the next episode because you want to watch something funny, not because you feel like you have to watch the next episode because you just finished the episode. Whereas, like, The Blacklist, I feel like... Or weren't you, like, rewatching Supernatural or something, too? Like, I feel like when you're watching those, like, you want to go to the next one because you need to keep seeing what's happens, and it's always something you just watch because it's funny. It's a different, yeah, it's just it's not the same. Like you wouldn't watch it and go like, oh man, it's gonna be season 14 before I figure out what happens. Like no, there's nothing like that. It's not that kind of show. It'd be like saying you have to sit there and watch all of Seinfeld in a row, and you just watch it because it's fucking funny.
Now you are a sight for sore eyes.
Helen Bannerman and survivors at the police station are running out of supplies. Oh, hold on. Go around to the stores and businesses of Kingsmouth and look for food and other things you might need. Do you not like Seinfeld? God damn it, Zoom. That might be a deal breaker.
Ain't this a heck of a thing? 3 years without firing a shot, other than putting down some animal got itself hit by a truck. These past nights, we've gone through bullets like candy at Halloween. I used that jail cell to dry out old paperwork mostly. Well, Bill Dexter when he'd had a bad one. Now I've got all these folks good as locked in here, and no sleeping it off for the morning either. The way things are headed, I'm seeing us outlasting our supplies. Not by much, if it comes to that. Andy finds what he can, but with the cruisers stuck propping up the barricade... So I'm obliged to anyone who'll poke around town a piece. Bring in the essentials. We can call it requisitioning. I don't think the store owners will be writing this one off as an act of God.
So, okay, have you heard of Mythic Quest Raven's Banquet, Zoom? Susie's Diner. Mythic Quest Raven's Banquet. It's on Apple TV. So, it's made by the guys that did It's Always Sunny. And they partnered with Ubisoft actually. And okay, so it's about game dev. It's like it's a one season. I think they're gonna have eventually a second season, but currently it's like one season. They're like I think they're like 1 hour episodes. I forget how many exactly. Oh, and they did a quarantine like wrap up episode that was pretty awesome. And not the Office 2.0. It is a game dev Office. It's not filmed in a mockumentary style, so that I don't think I wouldn't consider the Office 2.0. But it is a kind of a comedy drama, I guess. I don't know. It's mostly comedy, but there's some stuff there. A little bit IT crowd, a little bit more serious though, I think. Like it's generally funny, but like, split the difference. Split the difference between IT crowd and ER. It's more on the funny side, but it definitely has like poignant moments, and there's actually one episode in the middle that at first like seems unconnected. That's really just about the game industry, like a journey from like this like startup to big time kind of. It's all contained in one episode. That's kind of crazy. It's super well done. Anyways, so the guy that plays Mac in It's Always Sunny, I guess Ubisoft have been wanting to like have like a show made about the game devs. I don't know, for whatever reason. And they invited him out to the studio, and he met, and he didn't think that there's like, nah, this isn't really gonna work. You know, why? What? How could we possibly make a show out of this sort of thing? And then he went there, and there's interviews of him talking about this. He went there and he met like a lead game designer. I forget the guy's name now, but he's a character. Like yeah, has Ashton Abed. It's got one of the exec producers, and he's an actual character on It's Always Sunny, though you wouldn't have seen him yet, because you're still on episode 1. It's got Mac, obviously. It's got some other people. It's a really good cast. But anyways, the lead game designer, who had like apparently like a cane for looks, and like, you know, rings, and like a he just had like a full getup, right? And he was like, "Who is this guy? What do you do?" And he was like, apparently he looked out over the offices, and he was like, "Brother, I create worlds." And then, like, he was like, Mac was like, "Excuse me, just 1 second." And like, he went out and he called Charlie, and it was like, "Yo, you gotta get down here. We gotta make a show about these people." That was it. That like sold him. He's like, this is a fucking gold mine here. You can look up I looked up the guy too, back when I was first watching it. And I linked to Andy. Maybe I can find this clip and like show you. Because there's a community manager in the thing, and I sent the clip to Andy, and he was like, "I feel seen. I feel seen." Like a fucking bug on my screen. What the hell? Mythic Quest, Ravens Banquet Community Manager. There's like a wait, videos. There we go. Is it this one? Oh, I'm trying to find the clip. There was a clip I sent Andy that was fucking perfect.
Nice to see you.
Oh, let's see. No, that's not the right one. It's so great. It's fuck. She says something like they have these girls come in, like girls in game development. Oh wow, I forgot about this guy. Shit. And then she's so nice and everything, and the one little girl's like, I want to be a community manager, and she's like, she's all, no, no. I'll have to find the clip or something. It's so good. The show like is so good at like just kind of displaying a lot of like issues with the game industries, but seeing it from the dev side as well. You know, like crunch time issues, like they covered the whole like, you know, females in the workplace issue, like all kinds of stuff. It's super great. It's just really super well written and funny. Abbott's fucking awesome in it. Oh, they took my health pack! You son of a bitch. They're on the same mission. Alright, go ahead. You can have that one. I'm getting this one. Mythic Quest Raven's Banquet. So I believe the next season should be called Mythic Quest something else. Like the first season is called Raven's Banquet because that's the game that or the expansion they're releasing for their game. Hey, Jacon, how's it going? So this is my new character I started yesterday. And the thing that I'm doing is I'm playing with over-the-shoulder camera left, just to screw with me some. And then I'm playing with elementalism, but as my offhand weapon only, no primary weapon. So I have no basic attacks, and my energy is regenerating at half the rate, and I have no other weapon. And I'm doing a 100% playthrough like this. For funsies.
Hello, my friend.
Hello, my friend. Add Jimmy Mo to that. Calm down, Satan. Hey, Joe, how's it going? Oh yeah, I never really got into American House of Horrors. I'm not super into horror unless it's
Be safe out there. Bye.
it's got to be like more cerebral for me. Like I don't like slasher or just spooky to be spooky. But if it's like mysterious or something, like then I sometimes get into it. I don't think American House of Horror is like Supernatural. That is not the vibe I got from it. But I believe it changes every season, so maybe one of the seasons was more like Supernatural than the others. My understanding is the way that, if that's what the show I'm thinking of, it changes like season to season, whatever the topic is. So it's like a certain genre or style every season. Cabin in the Woods is fucking awesome. Cabin in the Woods was great. That is normally not my kind of movie. Like that type of movie would not be my kind of movie. I don't really care for them. They don't really bother me or anything. I just don't find them that enjoyable. But yes, a very nice deconstruction of the genre. It was super, super interesting to see how they like explain all the different facets of all the genres of horror and like why they exist and why people do dumb stuff in those movies all the time. Like the car, this is what commercial is it? The commercial where they're like, "There's a running car. Don't be stupid. Let's go hide behind this rack of chainsaws." And they're just like, why the fuck would you ever do that? Did you like Hell? I don't know if I saw Hell. I don't think I saw that one. Do you mean The Cell? Yeah, okay, that makes more sense, because Hell is a fucking German-Swiss post-apocalyptic film. It's The Cell. Yeah, The Cell, I like The Cell. Yeah, it was interesting. Or, like, I mean, I'm not saying it was the best movie in the entire world, but, like, I would enjoy that. I don't really care for, like, Texas Chainsaw Massacre or anything, but, like, I like something like The Cell that's, like I said, like, more also, like, really, I, like, rewatched Hannibal, the TV series. That shit was really good. The report offers insight into the landscape of Kingsmouth. Further mapping of the town will be essentially going further. Don't be fooled by the stubbornness of local law enforcement. The sheriff's battle with the dead is the equivalent of a clumsy shogi game, one in which neither player can see more than one move ahead. Chaos is the only authority in the region. Got really lucky on this blue belt drop super early on.
Don't make me have to file another missing persons report, okay?
Alright, I need one more main mission, and then I can do the sides to, like, advance the dailies. Do any of you have another main mission here? No, you're not. Alright. Well. I could probably do the Raven's investigation mission. But yeah, Cabin in the Woods was, I just thought was really fucking cool. And funny. Does it not bother you how not realistic some episodes of Hannibal are? Guy building a mechanical exoskeleton? No, it doesn't bother me. I mean, that's not really where you should have problems, honestly, with the unrealistic part. The unrealistic part is more like, I would say sometimes the, like the amount of staging that happens in some of that stuff, and some of the places it's in, seems like, okay, I was a big fan of Dexter as well, right? And they did try and cover this in Dexter, but like there's some times where you're just like, there's no fucking way he had enough time. Like, there's just no fucking way you have enough time. And I will give it to Dexter in the fact that they definitely dealt with that in, like, one of the Dexter episodes where he has a fucking car crash from not sleeping. I thought that was really clever. That you know, you're like, oh, right, he never fucking sleeps because he's always trying to juggle 10 things at once, 5 of them being dead bodies. At some point, it catches up to you, and he had, like, a car wreck, and he had to deal with all that shit. Like, that was kind of cool because they actually, like, you know, didn't let him keep getting away with it forever. But still, there's lots of times in that show where, like, you know, he slips away for, like, 10 minutes and, like, somehow, like, a bunch of shit's done, and you're like, that's not fucking possible. I actually saw the Dexter panel at Comic-Con one year in San Diego, and it's one of the things that they talk about where, like, you know, are you worried about, like, giving people, like, tips or something like that? And he's like, it's a fucking TV show. It doesn't make any sense. Like, you wouldn't be able to actually do X, Y, or Z in like the, you know what I mean? Like, it's not a fucking blueprint. The vision. Madame Roget has a vision of your future. Follow the vision.
It was always about deception. The crystal ball, the gypsy clothes, the fake accent. Cheap props to make the fortune cookies easier to swallow. My customers, they bought into it because they wanted to. If there's no free will, if it's all about fate, life is a whole lot simpler. We can just say, hey, it was meant to be, and get on with it. That's the key to fortune telling. That's why people fall for it. We're all prisoners of our search for a higher meaning. It's all about mutual deception. I never believed I was telling people anything they didn't already know. Until now. I have waking dreams. Visions. I see auras. Auras! Yours, by the way, is bright enough to blind me.
It's probably just the hair.
I see through the eyes of others. I can even see into the future, for real. The paths of fate, clear as day. It's almost like I've become who I've pretended to be all these years. Or maybe I'm just going crazy. I could be going crazy. I wouldn't blame myself if I was going, oh, great. Here we go again. I'm having another vision. They come and go like headaches. I can't really control them. Quick, before it passes. I see your twin paths. One leads to salvation, the other to defeat. I see black tendrils rising to embrace you. Voices whispering in your ear. Corruption from within and from without. Something rising from the bottomless deep to devour us all. To turn day into night. Sorry. I see something else. Our paths intertwine, converge, and at the end of it, Exodus. Inescapable, permanent, fated. On the tip of the pyramid, your path shall be revealed. That's as good as it's gonna get. Make of it what you will. Sometimes I get more visions, like the aftershocks of an earthquake. If that happens, I'll let you know. You won't even have to pay my usual fee. Let's call it a freebie, sweetie.
I feel like this cinematic here probably has more. There's more clues in that fucking cinematic about the end game. I mean, like, end of the story we haven't even seen yet, but like the end story of the Secret World than has even been fully realized in game. You know what I mean? Like there's some references later to Exodus as well. I think in the Tyler Freeborn mission, somewhere around there. Oh, pissed off somebody. Whatever, I'm just gonna keep running. Keep on trucking. There's a lot of things in Kingsmith that you don't realize when you're first playing through it that, like, are relevant to way later in the game. Wait, did I pass it? Did it... No, okay, I haven't gotten to it yet. Maybe someone play through to realize Preacher referring to bodies to make familiars and buildings when he says students in the academy and trails off.
I had another vision. Shadows. Long shadows. From the old boughs of the fairy forest. The flickering lights of the foolish fire guiding your path. Come, come, they beckon. Does this make any sense to you?
There's one in particular, there's Carter in Savage Coast makes reference to people in Transylvania and Tokyo. Wait, why didn't it let me up? What? It's that over the shoulder left that's fucking with me. Alright, so we're gonna go towards the tree here. That one's really easy.
They keep coming. The visions, it's exhausting. So I see an angel guarding hollowed ground, sword in hand to ward off evil and to guide the way.
I think there's another legend down this way. Yep, I never grabbed this one in the beginning. Someone's cleaned this out a bit. It's like, ooh. And there's a legend over here. Thank you.
This had better be the last
Why is the
one.
marker still here?
It's terrifying. The cold, dead eyes of the innocent stare at you from the gallows. Their blank gaze a mirror to the past and the future.
Okay, it should be the bridge. Hippie camp. Remember when I first played this game, I totally, like, just didn't think that the morning light were, like, anything to care about. I just never really paid much attention to them. I don't know why. You really should. But it just never seemed that important. I was like, ah, whatever. They're just like those hippie weirdos. Come to find out they're like super fucking integral to the game.
Special assignment received. Initializing.
They have no energy, you just have to wait. There we go.
That's all of it. The storm's passed, for now. I don't know what lies at the end of this road, but it's not good. For any of us.
Change open dialogue, change the continued on. I don't know if this is opening dialogue, but he says something different, like you just walk up to him. If that's what you mean. No vision is meaningless, no matter how vague or bleak. No riddle isn't worth solving, no matter how obscure. There will be an exodus one day. It has been prophesized by visionaries more powerful and trustworthy than those in Kingsmith. When the final path is open, it will not be marked for fools to follow. Enlightenment is not a right. Our minds must be sharp. We must earn access to the truth. But first, we should learn exactly what threatens us. Only then can we depart. Oh, that's what you meant? Okay. Yeah. I got a combat headset black.
Critical empowerment results.
Yeah, that's gonna severely decrease that. I won't do that yet. Fuck! I need a better Ellie weapon to show up. What about a neck piece? Oh, I can get a radiant medallion for 1.5? That's probably worth it right now. Oh, but I have to go visit Agartha to get it. Still worth it. Or what about Ellie? Oh, I can do this one. Alright. Let's go to Agartha and get my gear. We can pick up some legends while we're here too. Because we'll probably hit the level we need to advance, I think. If I do that. There's level 12, just off that one. Enter the sewer. Why do I spend some SP? I want the Orochi one, I don't have the marks for it. I'm pretty sure that actually might be a good one for me. That one's not. Combustion actually might be good. I just have to get a lot of stuff to get there. Even this one might be good for me. Your heat level increase in additional 5. Actually, this one might even be better because I would just heat up that much quicker. Character's name again is Electric Lefty. I'm gonna go for colorimetry. Actually, I'll leave that on there. It's fine. Are you handing me something? Because I just bought myself something. Aw, you didn't have to do that. Thanks. Oh, wait. There's another legend over there, I think I need to get. Yup. Did you just buy that off the market? That was a shit ton of marks. Over 2 million off. Wow. Yeah, I'm constantly broke even on my main character. But that's not because I haven't had millions. I just spend it.
Critical empowerment results.
I was lucky. Here we go. Should hit like a fucking truck now. At least for Kingsmith. Where's number 7? Is it up? It's gotta be up. Yeah, it's up. There's one off the backside here. There's the dance floor. What does that say? Oh, studio. No, Radio Free Gaia. So you can dance. You can do tap dance. Yeah, we got the dancing achievement. Yeah, Ready for Guy closed the store last year. Let's get this legend while we're here. Here's from the other side too. Yep, I was right. Oh, the Lord. Whee! Alright, so now we can go into the sewer. And wreck some fools. Burning through shards, though. Who are you? Enter the sewer. Oh, wow. This one hatched? Just making sure I've still had an offhand. I think I was with the buff. Nope, it's just you, buddy. Roar. Oh no, it hit another one. It's chaining. I did stop it from chaining. I want to get rid of his name tag. It's pissing me off. What would that be? Name tags. It's in here. Show. See, team. No, it didn't work. Huh. Why can't I get rid of his name tag? What the hell? Yeah, I guess I can't turn it off? That's weird. That turns it off. If I just turn off the whole UI altogether.
Quick access inventory updated.
Look on your face says even my good side is worse for wear. I've been trying not to think about changing. Like it could all be a bad dream I ain't woken up from. Nightmares. All nightmares. Since that storm blew us off course. Off the compass. off the map. We didn't tell anyone about the shit we saw. About dead ships all caught up in red weed as far as you could see. About the things moving in the fog, in the water. About what we saw beneath it all, deep into the abyss. Or what I found there. In that dungeon, darkness shone like a signal flare. Like something fallen down from heaven above, you understand? A blade made of pure light. A thing of terrible beauty. I could hear its siren song, just calling me. Last I remember was the Creed boys hollering as I took a hold of it. It took a hold of me. I wasn't strong enough, I know that now. They told me it pushed back the fog and the waves while I was out cold. Told me it saved us. It didn't save us. That thing brought the fog back to Kingsmouth. I brought the fog back to Kingsmouth. And I still hear that siren song. I know you hear it too. You could find it. You could stop that awful noise. Put that burning brightness back where it belongs. In the deep, in the dark. I wonder what would have happened if I never left that Red Sea. Maybe Joe Slater never did. And all this is just some pitch dark dreaming.
Goddamn Joe Slater. Why was the sword singing? Because it sings. This is the sword song. I love the visual effect for this. Yeah, like the newer mechanics has the siren song players, which is pretty cool. You think the sword started singing if it was lost in the sea? You didn't sing in darkness one. Well, we only hear it because we activate this item in our inventory. So, like, it's debatable whether you would always hear it singing anyways. So for the fog hit Kingsmouth, a local called Old Tom filed a complaint asking the sheriff to remove Moonlight members trespassing on his land. Yeah, since then, no one seems to have heard from Tom, and Moonlight Camp is still there. Songs attributed that got added to it by the Dreamers? Maybe. Hippies! We do goddamn cops their goddamn job and get those goddamn hippies off my land. In a campground, they've been up to some merry shit. Tried making my case peaceful like, and they up to threaten me. One of my dogs has gone missing. I swear if you don't do something about it, then I'm gonna take it into my own goddamn hands. Atkins. And we pick this up because we'll finish it when we get out of here.
Finally silenced the incessant noise and moved it to a safer place.
So where did...
Away from here. I'm not in a sharing mood, Cassandra, and the moaning isn't helping.
That's not what you said last night. Oh, baby, I thought we had something. Something magic. Black as space and red as blood.
This is so very far beyond you, little girl.
Fuck off. I've seen the beyond, and I'm a fast learner. I'm ready for more than this. Give me something. Let me in. Let me do what I'm good at.
What? Getting the boys to sign over their lives for a snog? I'll tell you what you can do. We're spreading an idea, but that idea won't take hold without carriers. You keep spreading those long legs of yours to recruit more foot soldiers.
Be still, my beating heart. Here's what I don't get, Beaumont. You have what you've been looking for. Your precious magic sword. You control the armies of the living dead. You pretty much own this island. So the question is, why the sour face? I mean, what is it that you're missing something, right? Now, this is interesting. Your treasure, your precious. You can't use it, can you? I mean, the spirit is willing, but the flesh... Oh my, the flesh is limp.
Watch it, little girl. You have no idea what...
What? What?
You want to know what this is really about, Cassie, dear, when it all comes down to it? Change. Evolution. A new dawn. The world tree will shake. The sun will turn black, and the gods themselves will fall. We are rebooting the world.
That's the thing, isn't it? What everyone talks about. It's the big headline. The dawning of a new age, right? Tokyo. The endless night. I like it. There's poetry to it. And oh, does it suit you, the evil sorcerer thing. It's sexy.
The answer is in the archives somewhere. It has to be. They knew about it, the gateway to the black heart of the island. I have the key, but that lock. That lock is the fucking thing.
Wait, didn't you say that the lock...
I've been around long enough to recognize the flavor of the day, Cassie. You're it.
Oh, really? So that's it. That's how you repay me, you piece of shit. No more. Take one last good look at what you're missing. Lover boy.
Useless bitch. The Illuminati and their bloody labyrinths.
Spoiler, he's not missing anything? I mean, no spoiler, he definitely is missing. He's really missing. Theories on who Cassandra actually is? What god or demigod she is? Blackheart Island, Illuminati Archives. Fucking tells me entries, but where? Arrogant view, seeing flights. She's a god? Dude, like, we don't know who or what she is. Never said that phrase? It's not favor, it's flavor. Flavor of the day. Like, you know, the flavor of today is chocolate. Yeah, Beaumont's some version of Loki. I would lay like money. She's some version of some other thing that we just haven't learned about yet. And since most of the things in the game are based off of like existing mythologies, I would imagine there's probably some kind of sex and death goddess, of which there are many in many different mythologies, that she's technically part of. Did you hear just poof after this area? They don't, though. Or, I mean, you don't see Beaumont. He's referenced. And he's even referenced more heavily, and his background's referenced more heavily in New Dawn. Cassandra, on the other hand, I believe, is probably more of like an end game. And I mean like end of like a much later arc in the game. I imagine it was intended for you to encounter her. Because she has the fucking sword. Right? I mean, this character doesn't know that yet, but, you know, as people that have played the game, she's got the sword. Level 13. Yeah, I need to reach level 14. So yeah, one more level to go. Now let's do these missions. Rolls downhill. Courier must make a speedy delivery of an important package, but many dangers lurk outside the safety of the camp.
Bring this to the rendezvous point and get the hell back to Dodge. Don't stop for red lights, don't stop for a smoke, don't stop for a piss. Comprende, amigo? Wait! What the fuck? Wait! We're not done, amigo. Listen, don't fuck this up. Focus. Leave this circle, and you gotta watch your back. Plenty of creepy crawlers out there, no voodoo to keep you safe. But this is what you signed up for, right? There's more to the morning light than clean living, handing out flyers on the subway and trying to get vertical with Miss Dreadlocks from orientation week. We're harbingers of change, dude. We're prophets of mutation. We're disciples of doom. But change won't happen unless we up and act. Sure, Rome wasn't built in a single day, but it sure as hell wasn't built by deadbeat procrastinators lazing around on their asses, smoking weed, either. Just get it done. Bees on me 24/7, dude. That's how this thing works. Shit rolls downhill. And the boss has made it pretty clear this is important, and it's gotta be taken care of now, not later. Not when you feel like it. Tut fucking sweet. Comprende? Everybody's gotta pull their fucking weight, dude. Anybody else is just dead weight.
Also, I think that's the package that's supposed to go to the compound. Remember that Cassandra ends up stealing? So she steals two things, actually. The package and the sword.
Visual tracking initiated. Visual tracking initiated.
I'd like to stop glancing, please. Actually, maybe I can fix that. There we go. Oh shit, so we're chasing the Wendigo. I need to go back to that champion at some point. Oh shit, now I'm out of energy. Son of a bitch. Probably should have waited for 5 energy instead of doing 3 energies.
That's awesome, man. Jesus Christ, I figured I was done for. Oh, man. Thanks.
The morning light is not respectable, but we are unaware of the extent. They are certainly not in Kingsman to save lost souls. Continue to tread softly and infiltrate their midst. They are a classically misguided top-down organization. The sheep are mindless, used to distribute pamphlets and deliver packages. The head, Philip Marquardt, is currently beyond our reach, but everything about him is crafted to be perfect. Perfect family, perfect dog, perfect teeth. On the other side is Shay Garcia Hansen. Dead family, dumb dog, rotten teeth. We're interested in what links these opposites. The one called B. That's fucking funny. Badge of honor. Near the abandoned anniversary band, signs of struggle and a trail of blood leads down towards the water. Something bad happened here, and only a trail will give answers.
Visual tracking initiated.
Bloodied Averci employee ID badge. Okay, so if I can go back this way, I think. Well, nah, never mind. I'll just go this way.
You are stubborn enough to remind me of my pop. He just couldn't accept that genetics was a tool, not an intrinsic sin. We'd argue it out on the porch every night. Me trying to convince him the world wasn't black and white. Right and wrong.
Captain's log. The captain's playlist. The treasure was thrown overboard to stop the crew fighting over it. The skipper used his taste of music to remember the location. He dropped it and noted reminders in his captain's log. By the look of things, neither captain nor crew are around to retrieve it. The captain uses 2 favorite songs to remember the coordinates where he jettisons the package. The first coordinate is 4 times the duration of the song Safety Dance, and the second coordinate is the duration of the song Don't Stop Believin' by Journey. Hey, Stravos, how's it going? Alright, so I don't need to know the coordinates for this one, really, because I just sort of know from doing it a billion times, like, where it is. But we will need to dead run, I think. Because there's a well over here I want to get. You found a flaw in your fist plan. What's that? There is a well over here somewhere, pretty sure. Just can't remember exactly where right now. There it is. Manicore instead of Blader don't turn enough wrath to engage in anything. Oh, I gotcha. Yeah, that could be a problem.
Additional assignment received. Initializing.
Uh-oh. I made something mad. I found the thing, though. I'll switch the swords on my offhand, using dark lizards until I can find something else that works. Transmit. Initiate tender signal. Receive Sweetling. Dragon reports enter the connected carousel. They spin and spin, yang and yin, until rounded to some IP. Never the same, he or she. Rinse, repeat, the chaos beat. But today, all of souls mystified. Their access to you has been denied. Witness, encouragement. Don't be huffy because we hack. The buzzing appreciates all you do. Can't we be a ripple too? No. You cannot be a ripple too. It's not allowed.
What's up?
Alright, let's do pickup. When using Tsunami as my attack, is it better to use Tsunami's passive? Or the general passive, it is almost the same thing. Let's see, Tsunami says deal chi when generated. What's the general one? Oh wait, what general one are you talking about? Resonance? Whenever you gain chi, your next blade attack deals initial 29 damage. The waves of your tsunami swell whenever she's dealing additional 31 physical damage to target. I don't think those are the same. You'd have to test to be sure. But I think that actually might be more. I mean, it's more with Storm Surge, like the Tsunami passive. I think it's actually more damage just based on what I'm looking at right here. 29 versus 31. But also says the waves of your Tsunami swell. So it depends. Yeah, Tsunami is triggers every half second for 2.5 seconds. It's like 5 times. So it might actually, you'd have to check, but it might actually be triggering that. It might, like, if you gain chi, this might be happening 5 times potentially. I mean, depending when. Maybe it's the first hit gens chi, so the next 4 attacks will tick it. But I think the Tsunami passive would probably be better. Cassandra the Morning Light is making a pickup and will welcome some company and perhaps protection.
Our intrepid fucking hero. Pretty impressive stunt you pulled out there. I got my good eye on you. Hey, Cassie! This is the one.
Hey there, hot stuff. I like your style. And your weapon.
Cassandra is our resident Mary Magdalene. Don't let those doe eyes fool you. She'll eat you up.
I do have a big appetite. Comes with being Southern, I guess. Not that Jesus here would notice. He's immune to my female charms. Boy's got no spunk. Anyway, Che, I need to talk to you. There's an issue with, you know.
Who's doing the pickup?
I am.
And who else?
I'm going solo. I can handle myself just as well as...
Not gonna happen, babe. You could get your pretty little ass hurt bad out there.
Your concern is heartwarming, Che. I'm sure it's got nothing to do with wanting to keep an eye on me.
Trust issues. Hey, feel like doing us a favor? Call it your ticket to a new Jerusalem when we finished building it.
If that's the kind of company you're talking about, well then, I might be flexible. Very, very flexible.
She's talking about sexual positions. That's what that little pause was. It's her idea of subtlety.
Fuck off. We could get to know each other better. I'd like to find out what lies beneath those still waters. Oh, and don't worry. It's not far. And we won't do anything you don't want to do. Okay with you, Jesus?
Really wish they added more sound to the game after New England. Yeah, like, we were talking about that a little bit earlier. Pretty sure he's intended to be, like, more end of arc stuff. Like, there's a lot of stuff in Kingsmith that I'm pretty sure is set up to be, like, more towards the end of the story, which was intended to run for a long fucking time. Like, the devs even talked about the fact that, like, there's literally years of material, and that was when they were putting it out at, like, on a quicker pace. Although I don't know if you'd ever call the pace quick, but it was more like, you know, quicker, I guess. I don't know. Just wanted to get that champion while I was thinking about it. Rapid assistance accessory. Yeah, it was never quick, right? That's everyone knows that. Alright, so we got the lore, we got the champion. Now we can escort Cassandra through the tunnels. Kind of killed the game, along with bugs for new people. Well, I don't know about that. You're talking about the original game? Praise Jimmy Get Chivo. Is there an achievement in this one? That's what they ever cancel the game and you write the story out in books. Yeah, right? You know, there is, like, Secret World books, right? Bloodwood Mallory, got, like, a licensing deal with Funcom, and she writes Secret World books. Like, they're not, I don't know that they're, I don't think you would call them canon, but they're licensed. Does that make sense? Let's see. Let's see. There you go.
What the fuck happened here? Somebody's been tampering with the security. We need to be careful. Lucky thing I have you here. Maybe I'll get to see you. Careful.
Phoenicians. Like how she runs through the cameras and they don't trigger.
No sense of fashion whatsoever. There's a box over there somewhere. I've seen B use it. Controls the laser grids. If we could get that reactivated.
Boom.
Hold on. I remember B telling me this place
Programs
connected to
can't
the
trigger
sewers.
stuff. You can imagine the bugs that happen could. Well, yeah, of course.
Security on the fritz. You know, eyes open.
You can use the over-shoulder camera to peek inside and see which one's empty. You're supposed to use your ears and just listen for the one that's empty, but it's kind of funny that with over-the-shoulder you can actually look. Yeah, it's different every time, but you can use your ears to hear them, you know, behind there.
Another one of these little countermeasures. Keeps the drag out. They don't like being zapped. Careful.
Is our RP
Watch
walk?
your step.
Oh wow, that's cool. The video seemed darker today. You changed brightness. I did not, but I mean, Kingsmouth is can be pretty dark. I would just chalk it up to that.
This wasn't here the last time, I swear. B has got some serious trust issues. Okay, so here's the deal. I'm gonna level with you. It's better for everyone if this package doesn't end up with those fucking morning light hippies.
What's in the box?
We're a different breed, you and I. We're better than they are. So let me take this with me and go through that door, and I will owe you a favor. A big one. Do we have a deal? I'm sorry, honey. I have to
Black
go.
Kiss.
Believe me, I hate this as much
A
as you do.
paralyzing
We'll see each other
incantation,
again.
courtesy of the Wicked Witch of the South.
Grown a bit. I'd like that very much. Take care, okay? When I'm ready.
Maybe she's from Oz.
You'll know where to find me.
I wonder if they ever thought of making a tabletop version of this game. I think some community people were working on one. I don't know about Funcom themselves. I don't think that's really what they do. In fact, I think they go the other way. They made like Mutant Year Zero, right? They're taking tabletop licenses and going making video games out of them. We got the Chivo. Probably don't have the experience for tabletop. I was wondering if anyone ever got the license. Not that I'm aware of, no. Like I said, I know some community people are working on just a homegrown one, like version or something. But as far as like an official licensed one, I don't think so. The Cassandra King variable fascinates us. She will be a tsunami in this world. MT equals A log H plus B log R equals D. We should have suspected she did not fit the mold of a typical running like sheep. A runaway, yes, but not one who was lost. When she finally strikes the fathom shores, we be ready. Having borne witness to these early waves, we can prepare a response to meet her projected measure. In the meantime, continue to take an interest in the inner workings of the morning light, and the motives of the one called B. If even the Phoenicians are chasing their packages, it means they contain much more than pamphlets. Oh wait, nope, no, no, hold on. Not primary, secondary. It always like defaults to shoving it in the primary, unfortunately. So those are done. Oh yeah, he's got some shit left there. Some side missions there and there. Norma's got a mission. Oh, she's got the investigation mission. We could do that. Something wicked. Norma recalls a series of murders in the summer of 2002. She never believed the story served up in the news. It says the real culprit was eating a human. But I'm gonna launch this cinematic and then I'll be right back.
It's a pressure building, the kind that comes before a storm when it builds and builds but just won't break. Yeah, the Ravens, they feel it too. Last time I saw them like this, when the trees were more birds than branches, there were murders. Yeah, that was back in 2002, tail end of a long and wicked hot summer. By August, the whole town smelled rotten, and we hadn't seen a drop of rain since June. When the storm finally broke and the ravens flew, the killing stopped. Never believed what the paper wrote about that vagrant, neither did Helen, despite those boys in city council leaning on her. Well, she took a beating. Could have hurt her career, but she was right. Wasn't human hands cut those girls open. An unkindness of ravens, isn't that what they call it? My idea of reading is the TV guide, not anything that could charitably be called literature. But even I know signs' importance when I see them.
Darvin Dane with 27 months. How's it going, dude? I think we need to go to town hall. Ah! To the town hall. Should be up this street. God damn it, someone followed me. Boom, first try. Killer charged. Transient farmhand Larry Checken has been formally charged with the murder of the Kings of the Girls. Blop, blop, and blop. Townmates who had been holding an all-night vigil on Elm gave an emotional response to the announcement this morning. Marks the end of a summer of horror that has gripped our little town. 3 months of state police manhunt in mainland news. Sheriff Bannerman would not make further comment on the case ahead of the state press briefing. She has, however, asked the county to remain calm while justice runs its course. We at the Chronicle know many of our readers have questioned the efficiency of the Solomon County Sheriff's Office, but there will be time for those questions the months following the trial. So now we need to go to here.
Hello, my friend.
Hello, my friend.
Whatever the good old boys didn't whitewash should still be on file.
Alone with the suspect at 1 a.m. went over his full written confession for redacted and possible inconsistencies with his story and events, including redacted. You asked my ghost for the truth, Sheriff. Checken took his own life in his cell between hours of 4 and 5 a.m. Discovered at 7 a.m. Scene already redacted. All outstanding work investigation to be closed. Now, someone in the Discord was talking today about how the investigation mission doesn't tell you need to die. But it does if you read it. He specifically says, you ask my ghost for the truth. Right? So that is supposed to be your hint as a player. Hey, I can't get in the cell. Maybe if I'm dead, I can talk to his ghost. Ah. There's his ghost. The White Raven's Whisper. Golden girls' sorrowful secrets are never told. You never had an issue with this quest until the Ravens? What happened with the Ravens? Somebody did, someone else was doing it too, so we got. Oh, yeah, that could be a problem.
1 for sorrow. 4 for a boy. 3 for a girl. 7 for a secret, never to be told. 6 for gold. 2 for joy. 5 for silver.
Alright, so it's. Golden girls sorrowful.
5 for silver. 2 for joy. 6 for gold. 7 for a secret, never to be told. 3 for a girl. 4 for a boy. 1 for sorrow.
So it's sorrow. Secrets.
4 for a boy. 7 for a secret, never to be told.
I'm looking for Jack the lad. You found him.
Oh wait, I was going for my body. Whoops.
Dance again.
We'll do this dance again. What interests us is not Kingsmith's inclination to murder the occult, but his failed attempts to cover them up. Suggests a town that cannot bear what it is, and is therefore destined and desperate to tear itself apart. The history of Jack stretches back to the Great Famine in the West. It is a tale of a boy becoming what he was not. If it is meant to, the story will reveal itself to you in full, as will Jack himself. Meanwhile, continue to seize Kingsmith by the buried hairs of its history. The past cannot hide forever. Military hat, desert camo. Yes. Oh, that's my item empowerments. Okay, so we need 2 more main missions, 3 more side missions, and a bunch of fucking monster kills. Holy shit. Let's take off some of these ones. The Kingsmith Code. An epicenter of early Illuminati history in the New World, Kingsmith is still full of signs and symbols. Understanding their hidden message could unearth ancient secrets left by the Illuminati Fathers.
Kingsmith is a book of secrets, An illuminated manuscript waiting for those who would read between the lines. I've seen it spelled out, the hidden truth of this blighted Garden of Eden. For are we not seekers of knowledge, you and I? Even a man of God can have his eyes open to further enlightenment and illumination. To be illuminated under the eye. The pyramid? The Illuminati. I'm with the Illuminati. I don't have a badge or anything like that. I'm what you might call a hobbyist member. But I earned it. I did extensive research on the net. The code words I followed led me to forums. Secret forums. Forums that don't show up on Google. And I'm an avid poster. A valued poster. I know there are paths in Kingsmouth not on any map. The work of the Illuminati is everywhere. A secret gospel, chapter and verse throughout the town. Signs and formulae. That's why you're here, isn't it? Now, my work is not exhaustive. There are elements of our grand plan I may have overlooked. Tiny, tiny details still left unexplored. I trust we have each other's disclosure.
Dude, you're talking to a dragon. You're a dumbass. Lux Omnia Vincent. Wow, they sound particularly hungry. It's on main hand? Oh, you're right. Thank you. That's from when I upgraded it. Thanks, Joe. Appreciate it. I wish there was a way to, like, just lock it down, but... yeah, it's still on offhand. In the seat of power, the navigator immortalized, illuminating the path. The sleeping priest and Fletcher. So, memory of Fram's Hall perished in like 1580 to 1666. So this has a lot of clues in it that I think people don't always get right away. So the seat of power should be like this, you know, Main Street, like the town hall building, which you should have already gone to by this point, I think. So we're gonna go there. But then as far as like which painting you choose, I think people don't look at that. They read the plaque but don't look at it visually. It's because of the red herring. But there's no lighthouse to go to. Because unless you're talking about Savage Coast. But like you normally, like if you're doing this in Kingsmouth, you can't go to Savage Coast yet. Actually, all of these paintings are red herrings. Every single one of these has a clue you have to decipher. Decipher? There's a lighthouse? Oh, this thing. That's not a lighthouse. Is that what you're talking about? Or if it is, it's a really shitty one. I don't think this is technically a lighthouse. But I know what you mean. I could see that. But it says in the seat of power. Right? It says... in the seat of power, the navigator... So he's a navigator. That's what that symbol is. I understand why that could throw you. But the seat of power is where you're supposed to go. The seat of power is not going to be there. But what's really fucked up is like all these paintings have little puzzles to solve. But they're all, except for the right one, won't progress the mission. They'll tell you, like, you'll pick the painting up, it'll tell you something you have to figure out. And when you figure it out, it makes you come back here. And that's how you know you got the wrong one. Every single one of these paintings is like a mini fucking puzzle that is just there to fuck with you. But the reason I was saying you should pay attention to the picture is... if you look at this... right? You've got the inkwell thing, you've got the telescope, and you've got the globe. Those three symbols, they're in the painting, like right on top of each other. I think a lot of people like don't notice those. Or they don't pay them as much attention as they should, I guess. And trust me, I didn't either. I'm not saying like I was somehow better. I've just done this quest a billion times. But yeah. It's clearly in the painting. Time is the province of kings and gods. The hands of time point to truths written by kings and the words of God. The path is open to the enlightened. And this is like the whole Bible verse thing. So you look at the time. I got lucky the first time I did it. I picked the right painting the first time. Now, I've known other people that picked like a painting and then like they made them like solve a puzzle. They went to the fire station and the fire station says go back here. And then like that's it. You're like, oh well, fuck. I gotta pick a different painting now. So if you pick a wrong painting, you still have a puzzle to solve. You don't realize it's really wrong until you finish solving its puzzle. Which is kind of jacked up. So then this is like 10 and 2, right? So there's like, that's like the Bible phrase. And then, so you're supposed to figure out that it's the priest. Yeah, 10, 10. And then it has like the amount. But you're supposed to figure out it's the Solomon priest. And then you put it, I want to say this is 120 if I remember right. I do remember, yeah. There's maybe a mission like that in the game that leads you on a wild painting chase when you pick wrong and try to brute force. Not that I can think of. There could be that I'm not remembering off the top of my head, but most stuff you just get wrong and then it's wrong. I don't know of a lot of other ones that have like a fake puzzle. Yay. The investigation in Savage Coast, the other was wild. That was really cool. I don't think there was any false ones there, but it was really cool. Because, is that the one where the mission turn in? Well, for one, doesn't that have like the secret worlder guy that's all like a shade? And then there's like, I think that's the one, that maybe in the mission turn in that has something about like the author. Some kind of like, almost like Faustian deal or something. Oh, that's a different one than the one I'm thinking of. I'm thinking of the one where like his books are like happening in real life or something. But yeah, the one you're talking about where you have to do like the ISBN numbers and stuff. And there's like the actual blog you can go to. I've told people like newer streamers I found streaming that never played the game before. See ya, Joe. Thanks for hanging out. And thanks for the elemental focus. I think it was you, if I remember right. I've like brand new people to the game. I've explained that like when they grab an investigation mission, like you're gonna have to use the web. It's intended. There's websites, there's blogs, there's YouTube, there's Imager albums, there's all kinds of shit they've made in the real world web that you have to go look up. And most people's reaction to that is like, holy shit. The trouble with Illuminati labyrinths is they all lead to something. It reeks of desperation. However, Kingsmouth is their world and we must accept to navigate it. Inevitably, there will be more Illuminati codes to break in the future, ones that do not lead to mere material gains. Learn to see through their paranoid and burdened way of thinking, and their world will be yours to manipulate. In the meantime, remember to bring these artifacts when you return. The Illuminati will blame the Templars for having taken them, for no one suspects the dragon. So the main reason why I'm playing Secret World, so I can play investigations with friends. Yeah, they're super fun. Well, they can be. They can also be super frustrating. Ooh, I got an eye patch. They can also be super frustrating too. We enjoy the frustrating ones. Have you done the origami one in Tokyo? You haven't done any past Scorched Desert yet? Oh, okay. Still waiting for friends to catch up? Gotcha. Who was the nutcase who actually had to do this in Analog World? That is insane. I remember watching, I caught a streamer years ago. At some point, I caught someone, I can't remember who. And it might have even been before I was really streaming. So, I mean, years ago. And they were solving the origami investigation, like, on stream. And they had, like, I think they had, like, a paper folding program or something. I'm not spoiling the solution. I'm just saying, like, it's an origami. So, I mean, I don't know if it's really spoiler. Like, the whole thing just involves origami and Japanese. So, like, they had, like, either they had actual paper, they were filming their desktop, but I think they just had an origami folding, like, program? I can't remember now. But they also had, like, Japanese translation up. And just watching someone attempt to solve shit that involved, like, translating languages and folding origami correctly was just like, what the fuck? I guess just be prepared for high levels of what the fuck when you get to that one. Some newer people. Alright, digging deeper. The Illuminati found in Kingsmouth, they didn't only raise a town, they dug deep into the ground as well, carving secret passageways that echo to this day. Find the tunnels beneath Kingsmouth and discover where they lead. I like investigation missions, but I hate sabotage missions. I like sabotage missions for the most part. Like, I like going for achievements. That said, some of them can certainly be frustrating. Oh, my game decided to crash. I don't know why it decided to crash. I wasn't doing anything. That's weird. I literally wasn't moving or anything. Restarting the client.
There's a glint to your eyes that I recognize from the bathroom mirror. You've walked Kingsmith's secret trails, yes? What was it like? Was it illuminating? Were you enlightened? If it weren't for circumstance and my duty to the Lord, I would join you, document your expedition. Although, those are not the only paths. Some run deeper, more hidden. Tap your foot on any paving stone down Main Street, and you might hear the echo of Illuminati history. Oh yes, Solomon Priest and Isaac Fletcher put this soil to work when they raised Kingsmith above and below. Why, the whole of Solomon County is positively riddled with tunnels. But I wouldn't expect most people to notice. They're too enclosed by their simple lives to comprehend the secret world around them, below them. You can't stop now. I know that feeling intimately. The desire to keep digging. That glint won't fade. The restlessness in your heart won't slow. The voices won't fall silent. Dig further. Dig deeper. Always deeper.
That's what she said. What a... No! It's my early warning system. My LED focus lights up. Repeat. Holy motherfuck! How many did I just pull? Find a way to open the trapdoor. It's a chain. Key to the city. Now this one has one that I pretty much always have to look up because I suck at music. Unlike J-Kun. Yeah, I've even gone as far as like looking up the music stuff and finding, I think even finding like the right notes. But then as far as like playing it, I can't translate it to play it, right? So I solved the puzzle part because this shit's like blacked out, right? And I found the right stuff and I had the notes or the fixed notes, but I don't know enough about music to be able to use the levers to actually play it. Is it this one? Aha, I remembered correctly. A confession. Penned in the year under the eye 1702, Kingsmith Town. One might consider this an admission to 2 acts of cowardice and also of bad faith in the Enlightened Order. And as such, I shall see to it that this missive, once written, is sequestered with my own corpse. My time on this earth runs short, and much is left to be undertaken. By this I mean the Order, and by our third, but more on that apiece. The remains of Solemn Priest were removed at my instruction by loyal men who fashioned for him a new rest within the tunnels. On this matter, I declare my reasoning was to prevent our enemies and consorts alike from digging too deeply. The trail to the new tomb shall die with my retainer, myself, and so too shall die any looter or gawker seeking to negotiate his traps, should they not hold enlightened knowledge. I have a love-hate relationship with music missions. Yeah, you know, your flute one was awesome. How did you fare on this one? Yeah, I figured if you can like read sheet music and you are able to solve like which piece of sheet music it is, then you probably wasn't too hard. So this, if anyone doesn't know, you can just alt, you can move it, and then you can leave it up and just keep running around. Just did it by ear and the levers were self-explanatory? Yeah, it doesn't that doesn't work for me. Oh, I might have to do it again because I forgot about this. Khufu of the Grand Lodge. So is it Pyramid? And this one? Yep. Oh yeah, I have to go get it again. Because I forgot when you click on the other thing, it only can have one pop-up at a time. I think. Oh, I'm gonna lose it anyways. God damn it. Whatever. Fuck you, I'm just gonna take a print screen. Haha. Now this one I actually remember. To proceed, right as learned man would, look to Jerome's work on the 2 score and first psalm, the 8th part, the first darkness. So this is A, B, Y, S, jump, S, U, S. People just aren't putting up a drink of Fierce Clips in the auction house. I'll get one eventually. Oh yeah, here's the music part. So I've done this part before, where like, desires be thwarted, weep not for thyself, but for Delandi. And then, isn't there also, yeah, the sheet music, right? So I've looked that up. I've solved this puzzle before, but then I don't know how to play it on the gears. I have to look up the guide to know which gears to hit. Cause yeah, me and sheet music don't get along. So let's see. Pull the second lever. Use the A organ. And then the first lever and use the E organ. Pull the third lever and use the E organ. And the third lever up and use the G organ. And then use the G organ again. I like that it's still playing. That's cool. You can form an emote by pressing O to the list of emotes and clicking on an emote's name. Okay, so this is... a man who seeks alignment shall set himself in motion. Show appreciation for the exertions of his fellows. So we clap, I think, over here. No? Didn't work? Am I not close enough? Cheer, there we go. No, cheer worked. I just wasn't even close enough. Can you come in style this one? That's for Ricky Pagan. Make as a church-going man does before the holy symbols. So we worship... No! Oh no! I clicked the wrong thing! I didn't mean to click that thing! God damn it. Fuck. I literally didn't mean to click that. I thought you had to click play on those anyways. What the shit? Well, fuck you. I'm not using the emote window anymore. You dick of a thing. I'll just use the chat commands. So cheer. Worship. What was next? Great disdain. Oh yeah, we spit on these guys. And then we... Oops. Cover our eyes. That's so annoying that I like click something, like click to change the screen and it just plays the wrong emote. To the second part then, the reason for this deception is that I did take the man's life, all true. I did poison him as the rumors have long circulated and likely shall continue. For truly it was less an act of murder as of martyring, and though I assumed his duties I performed them with hollow ritual, and as his name is remembered mine remains in his considerable shadow. In the 1 score of years since my fateful act I have come to accept this was always my rightful place, and in seeking to unseat him I did only seal it so forevermore. The third knew of my treachery, of this I am certain, even though he remained in London. Now, finally, as I breathe my last, he comes to America with designs for the order in New York. Isaac Fletcher, Governor Kingsmouth, Grandmaster of the Illuminated Lodge. And I like this thing here with the light, and it shines through and makes the shadow on the stairs. I always thought that was cool. The tunnels beneath Kingsmouth offer a small-scale glimpse of the kinds of labyrinths the Illuminati have chiseled throughout the world. The New World especially, the one in New York is considered to be their crowning achievement. The logic and purpose of all of them remains essentially the same, to twist and conceal the truth. The Illuminati have elevated the acts of burial and forgetting to an art form. Kingsmouth's secret arteries conceal the body of a murdered founder. Very few among them know what's tucked in the bowels of New York. Very few would want to know. What lies, what cries, what... presidents? What do we get? Hand wrap right brown fabric. And then a neck piece. Yeah, that's cool. We can wear that. Oh, we leveled. Follow the trail left by Beaumont. Cool. I think I have to go around this way, actually. Actually, you know what? Let's go through. Hey, Edgar. I believe there's legend I don't have over here. And a champion as well. Pulse energy emitter. How much better what I have on now? Let's get the other champion while we're over here too. Neck piece, nice. Yeah, I'll mess with those guys later. Oh, hey, there's the plane. That's funny. I realized it was always there. When does it trigger that well? There, it finally triggered. That's crazy. Usual scenic route. Overcast, no incidents. Just limits. Much Beaumont. Unusually rude client. Has circling Savage Coast for ages. Back for like you're looking for something specific. Refused to pay extra fee. October 9th. Anya Lettinen. Overger from Finland. Weather nice and clear. Small extra loop over Blue Mountain. Huh. You're dealing with a first-rate trickster, someone with centuries of experience and a magic sword, someone who challenges conventions. Someone right up the Dragon's Alley, a high-level disruptor. Of course he's playing everyone here, and he probably has an endgame lined up already. This isn't simply about the fog and armies of darkness. This is Beaumont, his machinations in mind. Track him down and get the sword. We can already hear the gathering storms, the thundering avalanche, but not until you're ready for him. You need to build your arsenal and your skill set. This is no 2-bit wizard you're chasing. This man ranks high in the sorcery scale. This man is Chaos Incarnate, a force we reckon with, sword or no sword. Alright, we can equip a headpiece now. So... Oh, but we can't equip this headpiece? At level 15, huh? That's weird. But I can equip an Ashes of Shriven Souls? Oh, that's bizarre. Alright, we'll have it in the bank for when we hit level 15. Let's see. But we're not going to travel the Savage Coast yet because I still want a 100% Kingsman. This is a 100% run. What do I need to do? I need 3 side missions and 100 monster killings. I guess I could just go over here. You can actually play. I thought it was funny they removed a quest in the game and had you grab the plane from the like camp and take it back to Annie. If kind of showing up for cleavage to the camera. You're not the only person to say that that's removed. It's not removed. It's just in a different spot. Trapped. Someone has been placing traps around the airport, taking out drug that roasts the area. Where are they hiding? The picture is also different? I mean, I can go show you the picture. Floater. A strange robot is stuck in an old toilet bowl in the scrapyard. I think it's struggling to get out and go somewhere. Where? So do the drone and the traps. You think the picture is different? I honestly don't remember the picture. I remember there being a picture, but I don't remember what the picture was. That is not the button I meant to push. There we go. Well, that's not good. There we go. Thanks, little buddy. Whoa, I'm like stuck against the bot. What the fuck? That was so weird. I didn't even know you could do that. 100% means tank commander 2? Yeah, if I can get it to drop. Sure. Intelligence gathering requires intelligence. Roshi drones lack that capacity, as do most Roshi operatives. Their employees are as predictable as machines. However, what they lack in wisdom, they make up for in means and ambition. Orochi subsidiaries are involved in numerous commercial enterprises. They made the very devices we are dependent on to communicate. Most likely they are monitoring this conversation. Do not worry. We know that they know that we know. We know that they know that we know. That they know that we know. That you know that we know that they know. You know? Venetians. Okay, so let's see. Do that other side mission. Well, you know what? We'll end up with that one anyways another time. Why don't we go... Can we jump over here from this car? Aha!
Special assignment received. Initializing.
I don't want to fight you yet. The picture of Cassandra and Danny stand after you bring back cars playing the tree in the orange bridge. Yeah, there is. That's what I was referring to as well. Hi, by the way. Let's get this champion. Oh, what? I forgot he called people. Well, that worked out though. Oh, it's weird that he's got a filth head and human hands. What the fuck is that about? That's not supposed to happen. Can I get out the way I came in? Haha, I can. Should be another champion over here. No one's killed him recently. The original mission for the pictures is bringing Sexy back. Was it a side mission? Because a lot of side missions got cut. Yeah, that makes sense. So a lot of purpose of side missions were called breadcrumb missions. They're intended that you would pick them up and it would take you somewhere, right? The whole purpose is to like move you from one part of the map to another, so you find new missions and pick them up like organically. But because they changed some of the story missions and stuff, like some of that just didn't work anymore, and they just cut them. So I doubt it was cut for content. It was probably just cut. There's actually like a bunch of side missions. There's one in Egypt that had a fucking amazing cinematic that is not in the game anymore because they just don't need. They didn't need it. All the cinematic did was literally port your character from one part of the map to another. Yeah, I don't think it was. Yeah, that's what I'm saying too. I don't think it was for content. Shit, I still need to kill some stuff. Alright, so yeah, so Danny's. But yeah, so like in City of the Sun God, there was a side mission on top of the Orochi helicopter pad that when you took it had this cool flyover cinematic, and then it deposited you next to a statue. That was their way of like moving you from one part of the map to that guy, and you find that statue that way and do his missions. But in the rework, right, they have those portals just port you around the next spot. So they didn't need it, so they just cut the side mission and never bothered to somehow work the cinematic in elsewhere. Yeah, this is the one that you can find. And these are like you know, she sent them to him. Yeah, they're in his tent. What's funny is people think that he took these photos. He didn't. This is her taking them. She took these photos and sent them to him. That's what the note implies. Yeah. Yeah, I didn't think they changed. They wouldn't have changed that just for the game.
Special assignment received. Initializing.
Need a couple more kills. Danny's underage for such photos? I don't think so. Also, there's nothing that... I don't think you have to be an age limit to see pictures of someone in a tank top. It's not fucking porn. She's not topless or anything. $60 with internet connection. He's seeing awful things. Awful things. One more. There we go. All my dailies are done. I'll probably start up here next time. Let's see. Oh, I do want to show you that video. I captured it from TSW. Let me see if I can open that up. Give me 1 second here. Alright. Where did I put that freaking video? Here we go. It's only 35 seconds. I don't want to add it to the queue. Let's see. Window capture, right? All these window captures. I didn't tell you to play. Fuck off. Alright, there we go. You guys ready? So you're on top of the Orochi helicopter pad and see the sun god. You do the side mission thing and this happens. And it deposits you right here. Yeah, like it literally moves your character. It doesn't just give you that cool view. It then like pops your character down like right there. And so that side mission was literally just to like move you from one spot to another in the game. And they cut it because it wasn't necessary anymore because of the new method they have for porting you around. But yes, the fact that they cut it, like, cut the side mission, include the cinematic, that thing's fucking cool. It's one of the best things in City of the Sun God. It gives such a cool flyover of, like, the boat, like, the fucking like, dinosaur bones and shit. Like, it's really fucking cool. And I feel like that was a misstep, honestly. I feel like that was a bit of a misstep cutting that, personally. Right now, the portals are very functional, also very disorienting. I don't mind the portals. I mean, we portal all over the place now in the game, so which never existed in it originally. So I don't really mind that. But I just wish they'd use that cinematic. That's all I'm saying. Alright, guys. I gotta get ready for bed. It's been about 3 hours. Thanks for hanging out. I appreciate it. Thanks to Darbadine for the 27 months. Thanks to you guys for chatting. Thanks to Joe for the Ellie focus. I'm gonna raid Super Hobbit. He is an awesome streamer, and he's playing Secret World as well. In fact, I think he's in City of the Sun God, I'm pretty sure. Speaking of. So go say hi for me. And let's see. I don't think I stream tomorrow night, but I'll see you guys Wednesday. Peace.